Geometric Sequence Video 2. And these we're just going to do some examples where we have to find the nth term and whatever term is mentioned. Okay, so for this first one, first thing we want to recall is a sub n equals my a sub 1 times my common ratio to the power of n minus 1. So the first thing I need to do is find my common ratio. So r is going to be my second term divided by my first term, which is going to be equal to my third term divided by my second term, and so on. Okay, so if I just take my second term, recall that this is my second term, and this is my first term. So I just do a little division problem. R is going to equal 12 over 3. And 12 over 3 is equal to 4. So my common ratio is equal to 4. So that is my R. So I know a sub n equals my a sub 1 times 4 to the n minus 1. Well, my a sub 1, we already noted what that was, so I'm just going to put in that. So my final nth term, a sub n, is equal to 3 times 4 to the power of n minus 1. And that is your nth term. Now I need to find the desired term, which in this case is a sub 6. So I need to put a sub 6, put 6 in for the n, so 3 times 4 to the power of 6 minus 1 is going to be a sub 6 equals 3 times 4 to the power of 5. So I use my order of operations. 4 to the 5th power is 1024 times 3. So a sub 6 is equal to 3072. And that is your final answer, because we have our a sub n and our sixth term. For this next one, we have a sub 1 equals negative 2, a sub 2 equals 4, a sub 3 equals negative 8. And I want to find my nth term. So a sub n equals my a sub 1 times my r to the power of n minus 1. So I need to find my r. R is going to be equal to my common ratio between the first and second terms. So I'm going to take 4 divided by negative 2 and simplify that, and I get a negative 2. So R is equal to negative 2. So if I put in what I know, a sub n equals my a sub 1 times negative 2 to the power of n minus 1. So I know my a sub 1 because it told me a sub 1 is negative 2. So a sub n equals negative 2 times negative 2 to the power of n minus 1. And that is your nth term. The next thing is we need to find my a sub 10. So in this one we're going to have negative 2 times negative 2 to the power of 10 minus 1. Negative 2 times negative 2 to the power of 9. So when you take negative 2 to the power of 9, you get negative 2 times negative 512. So that's going to give me a sub 10 equals negative 1024. And that is your final answer. For this next example, we have the sequence 5, negative 15, 45, negative 135, and we want to find a sub n, and we want to find a sub 8. So first thing I'm going to find is a sub n, reminding myself that a sub n is equal to a sub 1 times r to the power of n minus 1. So to find my r, I need to take my second term and divide it by my first term. So negative 15 over 5 is equal to negative 3. So my r is equal to negative 3. And my a sub 1 is equal to whatever the first number is, which is 5. So I fill those in. So a sub n is equal to 5 times negative 3 to the power of n minus 1. And that's your nth term. Next thing is we need to find a sub 8. So I need to put 8 in for n. So I have 5 times negative 3 to the power of 8 minus 1. So that is going to equal 5 times negative 3 to the power of 7. That's going to give me 5 times negative 2,187. And if you multiply that by 5, you would get a sub 8 equals a negative 10,935. And that is your final answer. And the last example, we're given a sub 1 equals 150, a sub 2 equals 75, a sub 3 equals 75 over 2, and we want to find a sub n and a sub 5. So a sub n equals a sub 1 times my r to the power of n minus 1. So I put in what I know. I already know some things. A sub n equals my a sub 1 is 150 times my r to the power of n minus 1. So that's going to be what I need to find next is my r. R equals my second term divided by my first term. So 75 divided by 150. R is going to equal 1/2. So I put that in, and I have a sub n equals 150 times 1/2 to the power of n minus 1. So that is my final nth term. And now I need to find my fifth term. So a sub 5 equals 150 times 1/2 to the power of n minus 1. I should put 5 in actually. 5 minus 1. So that's 150 times 1/2 to the power of 4. So if I were to actually work that out, I would have 150 times 1 over 16. And if we were to simplify that answer, we would have a sub 5 equals 75 over 8. And that would be your final answer. So those are the last of your notes over the geometric sequence. Go through some practice problems. Make sure you can do them of all these different forms if they're of a different type of sequence. Make sure you understand how to do those. Go through those practice problems, and then you should be ready for your quiz over this material.